Today's wrestling news is packed with massive backstage plans. Welcome to Anakira Wrestling, and this is the channel where we will be talking about wrestling news. For example, the discussion for Austin Theory to join the Vision stable. The shocking update from former WWE announcer Samantha Irvin on her 2-year non-compete clause, and as well as the possibility of Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestling again. Subscribe to Anakira Wrestling for more wrestling news like this, and let's get right into it. Stone Cold's last match, backstage update on WrestleMania 42 plans for Steve Austin. The question of whether Stone Cold Steve Austin will lace up the boots for one final match at WrestleMania 42 next April in Las Vegas is generating buzz. We know Austin famously returned after a 19-year hiatus at WrestleMania 38 to face Kevin Owens, great opponent. According to Sean Ross Sapp, as of now there have been no concrete discussions about Austin competing at WrestleMania 42. He notes that if a return was truly in the works, whispers like the Roman Reigns pitch for WrestleMania 39 would likely be circulating by now. However, the door isn't closed. Austin reportedly told multiple people at WrestleMania 41 weekend earlier this year that he might have one more in him under the right circumstances. For now, it's just a hopeful possibility, but no current plan. CM Punk must be furious if he caught wind of this. Newly resigned Santos Escobar scheduled for Raw next week. After a brief but dramatic contract situation where Santos Escobar deal expired on October 7 before he resigned just a day later, we have an update on his return to WWE television. Escobar is slated to be at the October 27 episode of Monday Night Raw in Anaheim. The report from PW Insider doesn't confirm if he will appear on camera or if his presence is solely for creative meetings. Given his last appearances were on SmackDown with Legado del Fantasma, his arrival at the Raw venue strongly suggests a potential move to the Red brand or a very quick reinsertion into a major storyline now that his new contract is official. It's good to see that perhaps Santos Escobar has used timing to be a leverage on his side, and hopefully we get to see a great storyline out of him. Austin Theory to join the Vision, backstage push to keep plans alive despite Rollins' injury. Despite Seth Rollins' injury forcing him to vacate the World Heavyweight Championship and the Vision stable seemingly splintering, there are still major plans in motion for Austin Theory. Before Rollins' injury, Theory was heavily rumored to join the faction, possibly for a War Games match. According to WrestleVote's influential voices backstage are still actively pushing for Theory to be involved in the creative plans for the remaining version of the Vision, which is now led by Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman. The report emphasizes that Theory has strong internal support for a significant push upon his return, suggesting he will be prioritized in creative regardless of the ultimate direction he takes. And I think after being in the background for so long, Austin Theory definitely deserves the spotlight. Samantha Irvin reveals shocking 2-year non-compete clause. Former WWE ring announcer Samantha Irvin shared a surprising update on her wrestling future this week, revealing that she still has 1 year remaining on her non-compete clause after leaving the company a year ago. Irvin and WWE parted ways in October 2024 because she was reportedly not content being only a ring announcer. She had aspired to be an on-screen managerial or general manager role, but WWE only saw her as an announcer. Having asked for her release, she confirmed she will absolutely return to wrestling. With her husband Ricochet currently working in AEW and a 2-year non-compete being an extremely long time for a non-wrestler, all signs points to her joining the competitor once she is legally able to do so in October 2026. R-Truth reveals the real reason he dropped his serious Ron Killings persona. WWE veteran R-Truth recently gave a candid interview about his brief but powerful shift to the serious Ron Killings persona earlier this year. When asked why he reverted to his comedic R-Truth character, the veteran said the serious gimmick served its purpose. He explained that after his brief exit from the company, the global fan outcry and demand was for the return of R-Truth, his comedic persona, which garnered over 100 million views. He felt continuing with the Ron Killings character would have been a selfish type deal, noting that Ron Killings created R-Truth and that he had to respect the numbers and the fans who railed behind the gimmick they truly wanted. But do you think this is a good idea of R-Truth taking a character that could be a strong contender for an amazing storyline? And also, what do you think about Austin Theory joining the Vision? Personally, I'm looking forward for it, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in another wrestling update video.